Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you today? Thank you for asking. I am fine. Welcome to Shakura's Plateau. For the second time today, we'll be on the, I think this is the GSL version, but of Shakura's Plateau with this interesting little different location of this third, or rather center expansion thing here, and the smiley face expansion down here. So anyway, in the bottom left, we're going to have Pinna, the green Zerg. And in the top right cross position, we will have the blue Protoss, TdgWumBeL. Now, this game is the be-all, end-all game. We can expect to see either an awesome game of who just gets the nerves, who loses their nerve, who fights it out, who manages to get to the final. This is a best of 3. This is Game 3, semifinals of the Zeke Daily, 4th of November, 2011. And TdgWumBeL and Pinna just having a bit of friendly banter, as seems to be the norm in their games. The last game we saw, apparently in the first game, TdgWumBeL cheesed or something. I didn't actually see that game, but he won the first game. Then Pinna came back with an ultra-defensive style. TdgWumBeL 6-gated him, didn't work, kept pushing, kept pushing, kept pushing. He finally mined out of his bases and just wasn't able to close off the game against Pinna, so Pinna ended up winning that, ending up having too many Mutalisks for TdgWumBeL to deal with. Pinna taking Game 2. Both players, of course, are representing the Master League. And here we are on Shakura's Plateau, of course. Shakura's Plateau, a map that is known for its longer games. TdgWumBeL is apparently German. Ooh, Pinna with a bit of BM there. Ooh, not nice, not nice. But TdgWumBeL, just taking it in good spirit. Heil TDG, yes. There's going to be a fast expansion going up for TdgWumBeL here before he even gets his gateway. 16 Nexus, very interesting build from him, not something I am used to seeing. Oh, he will get the pylon block with that probe. Now that's going to be that'll be a bit of a problem for Pinna if he tries to expand. He's going to be going with the gas instead. The forge being thrown down by TdgWumBeL, who does get a kill on that drone. Pinna's not happy. Probes Imba. Protoss Imba. Obviously. No, but this pylon's been allowed to finish. No cancel from TdgWumBeL, which means this will continue to be a pest for Pinna as he tries to expand. Pylon, good unit. Pylon is the best unit in the game. Actually, I feel like Tier 3 just wouldn't be the same without the pylon. I'm not funny. Zerglings are going to pop. They're going to help this drone sort of take down this pylon so we can finally get that expansion up. Pinna getting pretty high in the mineral count. Finally getting a queen out for that inject. And the forge is done, the gateway is on its way, and the photon cannon is on its way. This Nexus is going to be done around the same time that this hatchery is actually able to go down. If you can hear that, I am sorry. Somebody must have died, because that is an ambulance going by my house, and it's really, really loud. He's up to 104, ooh, 8 gas. Pinna, last game you had 4 gas extra, and I was already disappointed. Now Pinna's going to be going for that link speed, pulling guys off his gas. He's going for what seems to be the same sort of style as in the last game. He's got a couple of lings out here. You won't be able to do much with this, though, because that cannon should be able to prevent things from running in. And the ling's just going to do a little bit of a poke, not seeing much. Will they see that cyber core? They will see the cyber core. And looking at the worker supply, it's even 22 to 22. And TdgWumBeL does have that 1 gas. And Pinna's still not mining from that. He's gotten the speed, and he just pulled those guys off. Not interested in mining gas. Nobody needs gas. Gas is not important in this game. I'm being sarcastic, just for anybody who doesn't know. Ooh, there's a big maynard. That's a lot of drones that he's transferring. Moving right along, they're going to arrive right at that money moment when that hatchery is about to go up. Fantastic timing by Pinna. Lovely to see. This Overlord got a nice little scout, saw the nice little saturation on that. He's going to be chronoming out the cyber core. And we're not seeing anything else too peculiar so far. He's going to be throwing up 1 spine crawler at the front of his base. He's going to be grabbing a lot of drones. He's going to be droning up pretty hard, trying to get that worker advantage. He knows that he's at a bit of a disadvantage after having his expansion pylon blocked. Got a couple of lings up here. He's making sure that there's no proxy up here. This drone is going to be taking what looks like it's going to be a pretty early third in response to that block earlier on. And Pinna does have the money. He's just not putting it down yet. And there it is. Hatchery goes down. He will be up a base now. The question is, will WumBeL's 6-gate be able to hit home this time? This is the same build as WumBeL did in the last game. a 6-gate where he will attempt to just absolutely dominate Pinna. Pinna held it last game, and I felt like TdgWumBeL actually GG'd a little bit early, so maybe we'll be seeing him hold on a little longer in this game, try to really drive home his point that this is a build that works. Warp Gate's just going to be finishing. He's also going to be crowing out level 1 weapons upgrades for ground units. This is the exact same sort of timing push that he went for in the last game. These two Lings just going to be scouting around, going to be looking for any sort of proxy pylon, any sort of hidden tech, any sort of DTs, Dark Shrine, anything like that. No proxy Stargates or anything to be found, though. Just going to continue getting that upgrade. All of these gateways now turning into the deadly Warp Gates. We'll be getting a pylon in the middle of the map. First forward pylon. Looks like he might be trying to leapfrog his way forward with these pylons. He is supply blocked, though. Bit of carelessness on the behalf of TdgWumBeL. He's getting a couple more pylons back in his base just in case that one does go down. But he's going to be moving forward, grabbing another forward pylon over here. Yeah, grabbing 2 more forward pylons, actually. And this base has just finished. Will he see it? He does see the creep, and he sees the base. He knows that that is there, and these units are just instantly on their way over there to deal with that expansion. Lings will not be very helpful for that. Roach Warren is not yet down. The Roach Warren is just coming up now, along with Lair technology. He's going to be trying to have to hold this with Speedlings. And of course, he's been able to focus down that sentry, which is a huge, huge loss. But, ooh, that's a lot of Speedlings. And they're doing very, very well against those Stalkers. The Stalkers are in a very good position, but now that the force fields are done, the surround is possible, and they are going to be going down really fast. That was not a good engagement for WumBeL. Pinna coming out really ahead in that, but there's a lot of Zealots in here. He knows that the Roach Warren has not yet finished, although it has now. He just knows that there are a lot of Lings on the field. He's going to be going to Zealots, and as soon as those Roaches pop, these Zealots are going to be practically useless. The expansion does go up. The expansion's been up for a while. It survives. He's not going to be mainarding any drones over just yet. There's a lot of Speedlings. He knows how many Zealots there are, and he's not going to be going for the Zealot engage. But there are Roaches on the field. Roach speed is on the way as well. The question is, will he be able to hold this? He will be running in with both Roach, well, one Roach, and these Lings. The Lings are going to be going for the surround, and that's just, there's Zealots that are of course good against the Speedlings, but there's just too many. And the Roach is coming in to clean up the rest of this. He will hold. Pinna holds! The Queen will not even go down. He's not able to snipe the Queen. A pretty good Zealot micro to be able to keep the wounded ones in the back, but he will end up losing those, with the exception of one. No, it looks like even that poor guy is going to get taken down. Oh, and these are going to be intercepted by some more Roaches. That's not nice at all. He's just producing tons of Roaches, getting level 1 upgrades. Speed is half done. Pretty nice force field to take down a couple of Roaches there, but he does get the majority of them away. Still not seeing any saturation on this base, but he's getting a lot of Overlords. Preparing for some we're seeing a bit of a Maynard there now. That's a lot of drones, though, and Pinna has a pretty significant supply lead. Burrow is on the way, and Stargate is on the way. This is perhaps what TdgWumBeL should have done in the last game. He saw lots and lots of Roaches. No Hydras were ever made. There were Mutalisks, but Void Rays and Phoenix both do pretty well against Mutalisks. So he's going to be warping in reinforcements. It'll be interesting to see how this goes, though. 1-0 against 0-0. No upgrades finished yet for Pinna. He does snipe one of those incredibly gas-expensive sentries, though, and that's one thing I've noticed about WumBeL's plate in these games. He's been very careless about his sentries. Sentries, of course, very, very gas-heavy. They cost, of course, 100 gas to make a sentry. And he's just throwing them away. 100 gas to make a sentry, and he just throws them away. And that could be one reason that last game just didn't work out well for him, because they're incredibly important with that force field, with that Guardian Shield. He gets some really nice force fields in, but I think he's force fielded in too many Roaches. The Roaches should be able to deal with this, especially with the +1 weapons that has just finished. WumBeL trying to run away with as many units as he can, but he loses... yes, he loses that sentry. The pylon goes down, and the Roaches will follow. The speed upgrade for the Roaches is now complete, and they will be moving out. There's one Void Ray on the way, but one Void Ray is not going to be able to do enough against these Roaches, especially with more and more streaming in. 11 more in production, tons of Roaches just coming up, Roach after Roach after Roach, and of course the Void Rays, the Void Ray can't be attacked by the Roaches, but the Roaches just tank so much damage. It takes so long for each Roach to go down. He's throwing up a Hydra Den, but there's no more Void Rays coming out either. This could be GG right here. Pinna looks like he might be our finalist. More Roaches coming in from the reinforcing side. And these units not going... Oh, Burrow finishes, and he burrows to regenerate health. Very, very well done. No detection on the field since he took out that cannon. And no... Oh, there's no Robo-Bay. He won't be getting out an Ops anytime soon. Of course, he doesn't have Tunneling Claws, so you will not be able to see those roaches anytime soon. Void Ray just making sure that Ling doesn't kill the Nexus going down. You can't see the roaches here. Nothing to be seen. There are lots of roaches there, though, and these are all here as well. No Tunneling Claws on the way. He is getting Grooved Spine and Hydralisks, though, as well as a lot of units and a Macro Hatchery. A lot of drones and a Macro Hatchery. He's getting pylons at the back. I think he's worried that these roaches might tunnel their way to the back, but they don't have that upgrade. You can hear this Void Ray is going to be doing significant damage, but the Queen is able to burrow itself, and a Hydra is able to make its way over, but one Hydralisk is not going to do much. Two more Hydralisks arriving a little bit late to the party, but they should be able to hold relatively easily. These Void Rays will not be able to put on enough pressure. Pinna now with almost twice as high supply as TdgWumBeL. He's unburrowed, and this engagement is back on. Lots of Zealots, lots of Sentries, just not enough power units to be able to take this down. Guardian Shield finally going up for the Sentries. And the force fields are good, but I don't think they're going to be able to hold. There's a lot of reinforcements here that aren't being used. There are 5 burrowed roaches that aren't doing anything. And with the level 2 weapons upgrades, this should be over any moment. The Void Rays are trying to make their way back, but they're very, very slow, and they're engaging the Overlord instead of the roaches. Not good at all. And we could be seeing a GG out of TdgWumBeL any moment, but it looks like he's clinging on for dear life. He doesn't want this tournament to end. He's had a great run, but I just don't see him coming back from this. There's just one pylon left, and he'll be able to unpower all of these buildings, but the Stargate is being powered by this. The Hydras move in, and that should be it. That's a lot of Hydralisks. That is a huge number of Hydralisks, and no number of Void Rays will be able to deal with that right now. GG, well played. Good luck in the rest of the tournament. It was funny to play with you. TdgWumBeL, always a gracious opponent. Pinna wins this series, coming back from a 1-0 deficit. Congratulations to him, and we will be seeing Pinna in the finals, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I am Penguin, and I will see you in a while.